if you had to advise women, right, how to make it easier to find that quality shy guy, because you know you've been working with me now, understanding how all these guys are. You never really were shy. I mean, you know, when you came to me a long time ago, it was just you just had to, you know, get some issues with some girls, you know, but it wasn't like you're not like a shy person. But like you've seen shy guys, like, and these guys are all great guys that would make really nice boyfriends. What advice would you give to women to give these guys a chance?
To give shy guys a chance?
Yeah.
Well, I think that men in general aren't really given the proper training to go out and meet women, and it's really hard for them to learn how to say the right thing or how to say, you know, what to do in certain situations. And in reality, a lot of these guys that are a little bit more shy in the beginning, it's just because they're being put on the spot in that situation. So I would say that these guys are great guys and they would make fantastic boyfriends, and it's just that one moment where they just don't know how to approach, or they don't know how to express what they're feeling, or they don't know how to stand up and be a man in that situation. It doesn't mean that they're not manly. It means that in that certain situation, they may just not be used to approaching women at that time.
Good advice then. Tom.
Yes.
Okay, being a guy who, you know, has learned or trying to learn how to be alpha, you know, and all this other bullshit, right? What advice would you give women to help a guy like you actually, like when you walk over there, man, you're giving your best, you know? And maybe you're not, like, you're gonna learn how to close, you're learning all this stuff. Wouldn't it be easier if women would just help you along just a little bit? What advice would you give them?
I think probably I would give them the best advice to give me. I just love a nice smile, and I really like a naughty girl, so just that nice, like, sly smile that comes, like, right. I just know it. It's undescribable. But the other thing probably too is just be a little bit more receptive, even though you might not be like feeling like whatever you got going on. I know I got shit in my head too, but just being open to another person, interacting, human to human, you know.
Okay. What advice would you give women to help guys, you know, meet them?
Not be as guarded. Not every guy's an asshole. Not be as guarded. Not every guy's an asshole.
Yeah, pretty fucking good, right?
Let me add something real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think women don't really take into account how scary it is for a guy to walk up to them, and especially if they're not used to it. They're like, women need to just understand and play along and understand that it's a scary thing. So you know what? They just need to really get to know the guy and help them through it. You know, especially if they're a shy guy, they just, you know, understand like, all right, it's a scary thing, and help them through it.
Well, that's these guys, same question. Hey guys, so here's a question for you, right? Women expect so much. You gotta be George Clooney, you gotta be this suave fucking alpha guy, right? And you go over and talk to a woman. What advice would you give women to like really help a guy out a little bit, you know? It's like, well, if you could advise women, tell them one thing, what would it be?
I mean, it's not up to the woman, really. It's up to us. So, I don't know what advice I would give them.
No, it's up to them, too. They act like a bitch when you walk over there, right? And you're trying hard to make conversation, and you're not saying something spectacular, you're just going hi. You know, it's like, it is up to them, too. Conversation's a two-way street. Think about it.
I guess the only advice I could give them is not be a bitch. That'd be it. Just be receptive to like what people are saying around you. Don't just cut them off.
Be approachable. Be open. Some girls close it off if they want to meet Mr. George Clooney. If that's not what they expect, you know, then, you know, just go along with it. If not, you don't have to. But, you know, it's up to the guy to really, you know, convince their thing. Not convince them to say, hey, you know, like your friend, the Jewish guy, you know, I'm interesting. If you don't think I'm interesting, then I don't need you, you know, to like make me think I'm interesting. So
good job. All right, let's all sit, man. We got an idea for tonight, okay?